Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Danganronpa. In the end of Chapter 1, we had lost Junko, Sayaka and Leon. So that's 3 of our characters gone out of 15. And now we're about to start Chapter 2 and see exactly how the game progresses from there on out. You can probably guess how the characters are feeling, but you know, there's more to it than that. Yeah, continue. Here we go, back in our bedroom. Lots of dots. Okay. Lint roller's still here. I wonder if it says anything different now. No, just dotting around. Bed, can we just go straight to bed? Is there anything? Can we go in the bathroom, see if it's cleaned up? Yeah, it's all gone. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. Just like you said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna
It's okay,
do?
no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. Okay, no, I suppose not. Can't argue with that logic. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. But Leon didn't exactly care about him after he's a murderer, I suppose. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry, I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure took your sweet time. Just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. I bet.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why didn't you just stay in Sayaka's room? That can't be any better, surely. Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Exactly. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it.
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Oh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything's been planned down to the last excruciating detail. I do love the executions. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what?
I
I don't want to live
Take it.
if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. Sort
What?
of, I can see your logic.
So,
If you hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it
She's
would
right.
seem.
If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Poor Chihiro. So fragile. We thought that about Sayaka, but you know. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
There's a bit of extra stuff to all. What was that just now? Is he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? It wasn't their faults, but okay. And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Oh yes, here comes chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair. It doesn't really give too much away, that name, so good. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he going to do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. He is. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Well, that was cringeworthy. Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you've got to make sure you stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Oh, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? Oh, apparently so. So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you'll uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Not sure what is going on out there. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. Is this some sort of anime thing? Reference I'm not getting. Sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey!
Of course not. Think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
Whole new world?
You guys!
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. Gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Okay, so what's he brought about? With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But, a new world? Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey!
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Okay, so it's time to get looking around again. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't think more Monokuma coins appear in the same rooms that you explore in Chapter 1 as, you know, appear new ones in Chapter 2, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So we won't bother examining everything again. Did you see what's inside the display case? This is super bad. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye it's nothing. This is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
For serious?
That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin. Let me out of here. Let me out. What the hell's he on about? I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Is he talking about that? Something godly he's saying? No, doesn't look like we can actually look for ourselves, so I don't really understand what that was all about. He's just a nut, obviously. I gotta look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor's opened up. A whole new world!
You hear me?
But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. Well, we're not going to explore places we've already been. But, what I will do is head on over to the shop and spend some Monokuma coins. Just in case we get us some free time. We will be in this chapter at some point, but... Oh. Ah, well, never mind then. We'll do it after then. I was going to say. Better do it in case, but nope. Let's go upstairs. Up! Went a bit fast there. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Let's go! We're gonna get to see some new types of rooms. It's good. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Oh, okay. Should we go in the women's toilets? Maybe there'll be a clue in there. Yeah, fair not. How about the men's? Can we go in the men's? Oh, we can. Good. Here we go. Examine a couple of things. Examine one thing? This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. Don't see anything useful in here. Nope. Okay. Bog all in the bogs. Let's get going. Have a look now. There are a few things you can do. Swimming pool up in the top left. Really good. I want to check out other places first. Butterflies. That's a creepy classroom. With all the butterflies and stuff. Like I said, most of the stuff we've already seen the text for before. So I'm just going to skip through it. And, you know. I found out that by doing better without making mistakes and stuff during the whole class trial and everything, you can get more sort of... Where is it? Straight down. You can get more mono coins at the end. So it's not just by exploring and stuff, you need to do well as well. To get them all!
I see.
It's supposed to be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Probably should. The baby is sleeping, please be quiet. It's Monokuma. So weird. Yeah. Okay, I think... Do you know what? I think the swimming pool is going to be the major thing to look at right now. It's not the only room on this second floor that's the only thing to look at, but... You know. Oh, shit, we got a gun.
Just a second.
Oh my god, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pull, pull, pull. She does love her pools. You don't have to keep repeating it, I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Skura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. So, yeah, it's the reason why Monobe made them all exercise. Again, is to get them all pumped up for this. You're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Okay, let's have a little look around. A couple of floaty things to swim around on. That's just for people who can't swim at all, isn't it? Like kids. Makes sense considering it's a school. Looks like one of those lifesaver flotation donuts. Donuts? Never heard it called that before, just a life ring, eh? Plenty more to look at. I think I'll go for the gun. Let's have a little look. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? You have realised what sort of place you're in. People are dying around here, haven't they, in the photo? Surveillance camera. Ah, we got these two things. These are important. Is this some kind of card reader? I wonder what it's for. How about this one? Will it say the same thing? Yeah. Okay, let's talk to Hina first. Just because she seems, you know, pumped about it. Locker rooms cannot connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it. Why are you getting mad? Okay, Celeste, what have we got for us? Second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
Things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. What? Scary woman. Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, sounds like the locker rooms have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. I want to get stronger. I have to say that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? Pretty weird phobia. I feel for her with that, actually. The reason why I don't go to leisure centres... Well, I'm not that interested for a start, but otherwise... I just wouldn't... Getting changed around other people seems weird, you know? Random people. It's the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space, yes? If I must. Behind this door is the locker room. Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? It's not a card reader, in other words. Really, really? Wow. If you wanna unlock the locker room, was that intentional? You have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line.
But
What if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. Punished? You can probably see how. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? At least it's not mounted to someone's arm. That'd just be weird, right? They'll be all taka taka taka.
just a sec.
But it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. Jesus Christ. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. What happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Okay. There. So now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? Kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. At that age, you'd try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask you to keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there'd be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Yes.
I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
Just the one.
I hate you so much.
See ya
Okay,
later.
so the new regulation is now in place. See ya. Okay. That stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. All the makeup and stuff, I
I'm
guess.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. Pretty sure that only applies to you. If I were there, I would probably go swimming to try and cheer myself up too, honestly. But I wouldn't go on my own. Okay, I think that might be about all we can do there. So if we check the map, there's also another room. We'll go to the classroom over that side first, is it? Just to get the little room out of the way, the one that's probably less important. I love these bits. Once you complete a chapter, more normally opens up every time. And I really do love exploring, seeing the new rooms. First time playing through the game mostly, but it is nice even when you've played through it once to have a bit more to play around with. Even a second time, you know. Yeah, it's a force of habit looking at the broken clock. We got one in my house right now and you just keep looking at it all the time. Even though you've done it, you've looked at it like 500 times, you still keep looking. Okay, I think that might be us all in there. By the way, as if, you know, you haven't noticed so far, I haven't played this game very much. I've played it once before on the Vita. And so I don't know everything that I'm doing. But I do remember bits from the trials. That's mostly what I remember. I've seen the anime quite a bit as well. I've seen it twice, so I've got quite a bit of experience. Anyway, there's tons of people in here. Let's have a little look around before we get started on actually talking to them. Huh, you can't turn the camera anymore, so there's that little logo in the top left. Okay, anything else? Oh, it's tons. Don't want to look at anything that looks too important yet. Whole thing's incredibly dusty. Okay. Does this count as a separate thing? It's a different bookcase, but... Oh, it did! There we go. I suppose the washing machines did earlier in the laundromat, so why wouldn't that? Shelves packed tight, saying the same sort of thing though. Alright, another one. Very good. Go on then, Toko. We don't hear much from her, she just insults people, and that's about all we've had from her so far. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. So it's all shit books, even if there's a lot of them around. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukuwa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings, don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything, it's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. We've got to compete in, like, writers, fan fiction, and more realistic sort of romance. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy on boy? I don't care if it's an anime, or comics, or fanfic, or whatever. It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You insulted me and you've insulted my honour. These two are really starting to freak me out. Never seen anything like it. Maybe they'll kill each other. But still, this library is most interesting. What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Well, okay, he's no one to talk too much, is he? So we won't pressurize him to doing it. It's a bit of a shit as it is. Looks like a laptop. It is a laptop. It looks pretty old and is all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. Broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. No, I suppose not. Remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal for reading, you know. For library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in, exactly. Okay. We have technically spoken to him at the same time as Toko, but maybe he's got his own thing to say when you specifically target him. I'm absolutely shocked. How come? I have all these books here, not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in the library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. That's pretty much it. Just don't get it. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. Well, you see, before you is nothing more than the rind that grinds the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. So full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. Yeah, just a little bit. Anyway, suspicious envelope. On the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. Must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. And folded the paper and read what was written there. What was written there? From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Oh yeah? Make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. So we're going to reopen. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? Contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But the whole mean was closed when I got here just a few days ago. Oh yeah, it felt like just a few days ago to him maybe. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school, never saw anything about it.
So in
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice simple solution, it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. It's not the end for Hope Speak. Intend to reopen? There we go. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection will be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say anymore until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, better head back to the dining hall. Is he gonna take us there? Yeah, nice. I'm glad of that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything? Yeah, letter. It's a library. And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment. There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. There was a third floor stairs. It was blocked off though, I just didn't go and examine it, and apparently it doesn't require you to do so. Yeah, she's right.
I see.
But hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down
The
and
warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. So there's more rooms even on the first floor.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. That's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourselves to the gills whenever you feel like.
are you okay?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at night time is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, what the fuck am I out of here? Find anything like that? I find it hard to sway, even when I'm reading someone else's voice. That's sad. Oh well,
Why?
there's anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or warehouse? Or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking
We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. She's a bit nuts. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
We done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again, now that we know there's still no way out of here by the looks of things. So it's the mastermind's plan, to give us hope, just to turn around and betray that hope? Seems like it. And that is daytime all done! We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. Guess I'll just go to bed. Okay, sleep time. Hey, Monokuma! More seems to be added every time, don't it? Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. My grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. It's exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. Don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Talking to himself? I don't know.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule's been added to the regulations menu. That's the one where you can't give your handbook to anyone else. Yeah, that's the one. Loan. Right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Well, okay then. I think this is a good point to end it, since it's a new day and everything. This has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we head on over to the dining hall and see if we can figure any more out. See you in a bit, folks.